Welcome into the end zone. It's week one. We are excited. Our game of the week, Choctaw County and Winona. Couple of high-powered teams there. And, I mean, always fun when Columbus and Starkville square off. We got those highlights for you as well. And Pontotoc taking on Shannon. How did that one go? Well, no worries. If you're wondering, we've got those results for you. West Alabama, Linden and Pickens County, a little bit of bad blood there. And Gordo and Aliceville. First-year coach Brady Griffin. We got West Lowndes and Biggersville, Noxapater, and Eupora, Heritage Academy, Starkville Academy, and Oak Hill as well. We've got you fully covered coming up right now.
WCBI Sports EndZone Show with John Sokolow, Courtney Robb, and Chris Bolton is brought to you by Wade Incorporated, Clark Beverage Group, Carl Hogan Toyota, East Mississippi Community College, and OCH Regional Medical Center.
Welcome into week one of the End Zone here. We are so excited to have you. Again, a special thanks to our sponsors, Wade Incorporated, Clark Beverage Group, Carl Hogan Toyota, East Mississippi Community College, and OCH Orthopedic Center. Courtney, before we get into all of this, I mean, how amped are you to have football back?
John, people like to say that Christmas and the holidays are the most wonderful time of year.
They do say that.
And to that I say wrong, because where we're at, in one of the best places for high school football in the country, football season is the most wonderful time of year. I'm so happy it's back. And you know, for the last couple of years, it's been a crazy ride just with COVID and everything. And so being able to sort of push past that and have games every Friday is something super special.
It really is. And we had a doozy for our week one game of the week, and it did not disappoint. Winona and Choctaw County. Our Chris Bolton was out there. Let's get to those highlights.
WCBI's High School Football Game of the Week is brought to you by Carl Hogan Toyota in Columbus.
Look at that win.
Shiny, am I right?
You are not wrong.
A beautiful Highlander.
2021 Highlander, fresh rims, black cloth interior. I would rock this around town.
Me too.
There's no doubt. You got some grilling out there.
We got to shout out the grill man feeding our Chris Bolton.
Of course. Chris Bolton, everybody eats when it comes to him. Winona and Choctaw County, first play from scrimmage. Quarterback Jacavion Burnley finding Darian Townsend. And Courtney, this kid did not waste any time. Chris warned us on how much of a stud he was. We saw it last year, and
are those
he scored
feet
right away.
Or are those rockets? Because I can't tell the difference.
I don't think many others can as well. First quarter, Chargers ball, third and long. Connor Jewell finds the freshman 6'2" Caleb Cunningham on the fade route.
Too.
65 yards. Extra point was no good, so 7-6 Winona. 9 minutes left in the first. Winona's Burnley play action fake. Hits his backup QB from last season, Chase Richardson. That's a 15-yard touchdown there. 14-13 Tigers leading into halftime. Third quarter, Townsend breaking free. That's a 40-yard touchdown. Tigers up 21-13.
Even Troy Bolton couldn't do that, though.
No, but Chris Bolton captured it. There we go.
That he did. Different Bolton.
Different Bolton,
Different
same amount of greatness. And Jewell finding Cunningham again in the end zone for a touchdown, 2-point conversion, no good. 21-19 Tigers. Then in the fourth, 28-19. Tigers leave less than 5 minutes remaining in the game. Jewell intercepted by Trey Cox. That one sealed the deal. Winona gets the win, 35-19 over Choctaw County. Chris Bolton, what happened here?
John and Courtney, for a man who hasn't played in a football game in nearly a full calendar year, man went on the quarterback Jacavion Burnley. He sure could have fooled me. He was calm, cool, and collected tonight as he led this offense for nearly 400 total yards. Of course, he had 67 on the ground, 117 in the air, 2 passing touchdowns, and another one rushing for a little razzle-dazzle as Winona comes away with the win.
We got a really good running back. We got a good big quarterback that can run the football. We have got 2 running backs, and you know that's going to be what we're going to try to hang our hat on. But now we're going to have to be able to throw the football. You know, and I think Jacavion will. And I think he did fine tonight. We just really didn't ask him to do too much in the passing game tonight, which eventually we will.
It felt great to be out here and be able to play again. The line, they just blocked well this game, and we just relied on them.
Winona running back Darian Townsend, he had a great showing as well tonight. We expected that. We know what he comes to do. He had 195 yards rushing and a touchdown, helping lead the Tigers. We'll see if they can come away with another win. They take on a very good Newton County team, so that should be a great matchup. But wrapping things up here in Tiger Stadium at Winona, Chris Bolton, WCBI Sports.
Thank you, Chris. How about a fantastic game there, the 35-19 final. But, you know, it seemed like it moved at a good pace, a lot of points, and 35-19, that wasn't quite indicative of how that one really went because less than 5 minutes left, it was a 9-point game.
I was going to say, that game was relatively neck and neck for a majority of the evening. And I know we mentioned this earlier in the 10 o'clock show, John, but both of these teams, I think, honestly, this game was almost going to be a toss-up. I think at the end of the day, Winona really had that sort of home field advantage that ended up really benefiting them. But Choctaw County, a very good opponent, especially to open up the season. So that was a really good win for the Tigers early on.
Well, we always know that Coach Roberts is going to have his guys ready to go, and they're not going to go down easy. How about we keep things moving? Columbus and Starkville. It's always fun when these two match up. Early on, Amari Williams, his pass is complete, but Courtney, there's really nothing going here. That Yellow Jacket defense looked good.
It's hard to compete with them, man.
Sure is. How about Trey Petty? Won the starting job. 4th and long. Heaves one up. It's intercepted. Sherrod.
Woo! What a pick.
Sherrod picks it. It's close to the goal line. Falcons take over. Jackets took over shortly after. Here they're driving. Petty finds Jalen York. What a dime. That's right outside the end zone at the 5. And next play, after the timeout, the big fella's doing work in the front for a Starkville touchdown. They were up 7-0. They went on to get the win 28-6.
Nothing says statement week 1 win quite like a shutout, John. Let's get to some more scores from the night. How about this one? This was a game to watch, Oxford and Brandon, because man, oh man, was this going to be a game between these two teams. Oxford, if you thought just because they lost a lot of that senior leadership from years past, then you maybe want to second guess your opinion, because this was a statement tonight. The Chargers coming away with the victory 24-17. Another game that definitely got everybody's attention, and maybe not because it was high scoring in a way, but Tupelo and Lafayette. Talk about a defensive slugfest between these two. Now, I actually talked to Tupelo head coach Ty Harden earlier this week, and he told me that Lafayette was going to be one of the best, if not the best, defensive teams in the country, and also said that this matchup between Tupelo and Lafayette was going to be one of the best games, again, if not the best game in the state. And just again, because it's not a high-scoring game doesn't mean it's not worth your time. Again, Tupelo got it done 5-3. Saltillo and Corinth, a little bit of a different, some different speed for you if Tupelo Lafayette wasn't sort of your shtick. Corinth coming away with the big high-scoring victory, 56-28. Almost looks like a halftime basketball game, John.
It sure does, Courtney.
Let's get to some more action from the gridiron. Louisville, the Wildcats hosting Gentry. Second quarter, Ja'Cory Coleman with the handoff. He's making sure he gets a big gain right up the middle and picking up that first down. Later on, 2nd and goal from the 2. Emory James gets it, pounds it into the end zone. He wants it. That's the score. Extra point good. Louisville extends their lead 17-6. Gentry's turn on 2nd down. Roderick Brown, handoff. Got a big gain around the left end. Fumbles. Gentry.
Roderick Brown, come on down.
Able to come up with the recovery there, and later on 1st and goal. Troy Griffin gets the snap, keeps it around right, reverses field, looks at Griffin, put on the afterburners, and he scores on that 9-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion. They'd go for it, however, it's no good. Louisville led 17-12 at halftime, and the Power Cats, they're going to power through and get the dub 31-12. Some more action. Pontotoc at Shannon. Them Grapes trying to show the Red Raiders what's up.
Oh, yeah.
On their home turf, Pontotoc got the ball 1st and 3rd. Ja'Kylan Judon, some tough yardage. Warriors stalled. Red Raiders DeMarcus Snugshine teams it to Katravia Shannon. Nice pickup for the Red Raiders here. And then it's Snugshines finding his man in the middle here. He gets the snag. And that would set up the next run by Shannon to give the namesake school a 20-13 lead. They went for 2. The Warriors stopped the conversion, however, and it was, let's look at that final score. If we can bring that up, yes.
Ooh,
close game, yeah, absolutely. Them Grapes coming away with it, 33-32. Some more scores for you from the evening. The Boonville Blue Devils putting in the work. How about this one? Coming away with the win 44-34 against Moorville.
Big time, man. We still got plenty more for you here coming up on EndZone. Itawamba and Amory. That one, another high-scoring affair. You won't want to miss out on those highlights. East Union, New Albany. We'll take a look at those Urchins and Clarkdale against TCPS. We're all over the map tonight. You won't want to go anywhere. We've got highlights coming up next.
Welcome back to the End Zone. Itawamba taking on the Amory Panthers opening drive. Itawamba offense clicking on all cylinders. Quarterback Ty Davis finds Tate Chandler out the backfield, breaks several tackles. He's not going down for just anyone. Drags at least 3 defenders. Then it's Chandler taking the direct snap, running it in, and that's the game's first touchdown. Itawamba up 7-0 early. Panthers offense hoping to respond to Terry and Ware facing 3rd and long. Heaves it.
Woo. Great camera
Into
work
the
by
waiting arms of Isaiah Smith. Yeah, shout out Steven for that one, the leaping grab.
That's
Amory
easy.
up in the red zone. We're looking for Smith again on 3rd down, but Zion Ashby there to break up the pass. That's no good.
Not in my house.
It would be Itawamba, I Itawamba, you Itawamba, he, she, we Itawamba, getting the job done, 35-14. My boyfriend, David Sugarman, big fan of the Indians. I know he's watching. I know he's happy about this one. So
I'm sure he is.
Nice
He's a big Coach Hoots guy from what I hear.
Yes, absolutely.
County rivals meet in New Albany. The Bulldogs hosting East Union. First quarter, Urchin quarterback Ty Walton dropping back, intercepted by Cam Knox of New Albany, but they would fail to capitalize on that. We'll go late in the first quarter. Bulldogs quarterback Joe Mathis looking for Knox, but the Urchins, Hayden Roberts with the INT.
Look at that.
A lot of turnovers here, C-Rob.
Little spin move, too. He got fancy with it.
Sure did, but they had to punt. But we'll go early in the second quarter. Mathis going deep to lucky number 13. I like to think a 13 is lucky, but they don't
You might
have,
be the only one.
They don't have a 13th floor hotel, so that can't be good. Anyway, New Albany led 7-0. They got the win 41-0.
Ooh, yeah, talk about a statement to open up your season. East Webster and Okolona.
Oh, yeah, this one was, there wasn't as much action here in the start of the second half. I mean, there wasn't too much going. It got going a little later in this one, and East Webster ended up getting the dub 21-6.
Some more scores for you from the night. Mantachi versus Tisch County. Mustangs getting it done 33-13. How about Clarkdale at TCPS, John?
How about them? I mean, this one was another one where there wasn't much much going on early. Here we go, though. First play here. The give. Getting to the outside, the nice cutback for TCPS, and they get in for 6. They tied it up here 7 apiece. Clarkdale ended up getting the last laugh, though, 42-28.
West Lowndes hosting Biggersville. This one potentially a huge game if the Panthers are able to pull it off. Biggersville wide receiver Zay Davis on the run, fumbles the ball. However, the Panthers going to capitalize off that. They come up with the recovery, and West Lowndes takes over from there. Later in the first quarter, quarterback Fred Rice on the keeper for the Panthers. Taking this one, getting West Lowndes into some prime scoring position.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Absolutely. Later on that same drive, they're going to capitalize off it. Rice, 5-yard touchdown, plows his way into the end zone. Gets the score. Roquavius Williams would get the extra point for his team. West Lowndes goes up 7-0. However, Biggersville proves too much. They get the job done 21-7.
How about Eupora and Noxapater? And the Tigers hosting the Eagles this evening. Early on for Noxapater, quarterback Donnie Chun getting the snap, rolling, pressured as he throws, and he's intercepted by Eupora's B.J. Cork. Guess what, C-Rob? He takes that all the way back to the house, but there's a flag.
Boo!
Oh, no.
We hate to see it.
We
why
usually
are you doing
do.
this? I get why you're doing it, but why you're doing it. You know what I mean?
Yes, definitely. But it's all right, though, because Eupora still trying to capitalize off the turnover. Ty Murphy back to pass, throws a fade into the corner and finds a wide open Mark Pittman. That's a 31-yard touchdown. PAT no good. Eupora up 6-0. Later on, Noxapater back on offense. Chun getting the snap, and it's fumbled. Eupora recovers. Eagles in business again. After the turnover, Jay Stevenson gets the handoff. A nice cutback here. Gets brought down, but not after crossing the end zone line there. 12-yard score. Eupora up 13-zip at the half. They won 35-0. And Southeast Lauderdale at Hamilton, the Battle of the Jungle. Out of the gate, the Lions firing of all cylinders, but ultimately met with the overpowering defense off of the Tigers right there. Sacked near the end zone and later picked off. I mean, this defense was tough all night long. There was a sack. I mean, sheesh, this one was a physical ball game. Lauderdale ended up beating Hamilton 25-7.
Some more scores for you from tonight. French Camp at Winona Christian. Unfortunately, this game did not happen. Hopefully, both these teams can get back to work sooner rather than later. Baldwin at Kossuth. How about this one? Another close one. Baldwin, the Bearcats get it done 12-11.
That's two safeties for Kossuth, oh man. But
hey, safeties are points too, you know what I mean?
They sure are, but you don't see two of them. But what we will see next, Lamar School at Starkville Academy. Do the Vols got what it takes? Jackson Prep and Heritage Academy. Shout out to our great producer, Emma Rose Davis, an alum. And Benton at Oak Hill Academy. We'll have highlights of all of these coming up next here on EndZone. Welcome back to EndZone. How about Starkville Academy against Lamar School? Vols are up 21-7 at the break, but the defense here. It's not Thanksgiving, but they produced a little bit of stuffing, and then it was 4th and 1. They forced.
I see what you did there.
Oh, of course. And an incompletion on 4th and 1, so that meant Starkville Academy up 14. They get the ball back. And this kid, Courtney, is unbelievable. Charlie Nicholas, he hit up High School Musical because he's breaking free. He gets all the way into the red zone here after a couple of nice cutbacks, and then the Vols are lit. A little later, Cole Owens, or actually Kai Halberg with the interception. The impressive return here as well, deep into Raiders territory. And the Vols now are even more lit because a little later, Cole Owens gets the give, let me tell you. Christopher Columbus couldn't navigate his way through this, but in terms of shooting, but we got the touchdown. That's all that matters. The Vols up 28-7. They won 28-14.
Jackson Prep at Heritage Academy. This one was a must-watch. Heritage was up 13-0 in the second quarter. Jackson Prep's Nick Sanford with the handoff picks up a first down later on that same drive. 4th down, Prep. They'd fumble the snap here. Oof. They'd recover it, however, it doesn't matter because Heritage Academy comes up with the big stop. It'd be a turnover on downs. Later in the second quarter, Pat's quarterback Mac Howard finds wide receiver Tradar for a big first down. Pats, unfortunately, can't score before the half is over. They led 13-0 at halftime, but the Patriots wanted to get the win because Mike Davis had a birthday just the other day.
Happy birthday, Mike Davis.
Happy birthday, Mike Davis. Heritage Academy got the 39-21 victory.
How about Benton at Oak Hill Academy? The run up the middle gets about 6 yards here. Then the next play, they chuck it here on a short pass, but makes a defender miss here, and the incomplete pass, right there. And then a little later, we love the screen pass, Courtney. I mean,
we really do.
It's so easy, even after a bumbled snap, the little check down the screen, and he went all the way to the house, bringing the score to 35-24. Oak Hill ends half with a run, but Benton came out with the victory, 44-41.
Some more scores from the evening. Another game, unfortunately, we did not get to see. Marvel at Columbus Christian. Again, hopefully the Rams will be back in action as soon as possible. DeSoto at Calhoun Academy. Another one, if you like points and they're your thing. Calhoun Academy got the job done. They get the victory 62-52.
Just a crazy night. You either had small scores or you had people just running that score up.
And up and down day for sure, John.
But Courtney, I mean, we're not even close to being done. We got some West Alabama coming up next year on EndZone. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to the EndZone. Gordo and Aliceville facing off. Starting things off, the Gordo running back Rayshawn Williams on a nice 15-yard run before he's tripped up and brought down. Then again, Williams, 5-yard run for him. He was all over the place for the Greenies tonight. Aliceville bringing up their defense. They'd be tough to compete with, but it was Gordo's world. We were all just living in it. Tanner Bailey, the quarterback, finds Cole Somerville for the 5-yard touchdown, and Gordo able to come away with the victory. Close one, 40-31. Some more West Alabama action. Pickens County taking on Linden.
Bad blood here.
Naders' Davion Bell finds Camarion Pavitt with a 50-yard touchdown pass. In Pickens County, the Naders able to pull off the victory, your final 26-16 against Linden.
And again, Courtney, it's either high-scoring games or nothing. Well, Lamar County getting the win 7-0 over Phil Campbell, and then our friends over at Sulligent falling 37-22 to Hamilton. And Winston Academy taking down Canton Academy 36-24. And we'll be right back here on EndZone to wrap things up. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to EndZone. We got our wins of the night here. I'm going with the Louisville Power Cats. They only had a couple of days to really get things going with Gentry. They rescheduled it last minute and to take care of business. That was great.
They did that, and then I'm going with Heritage. I've said it before. I will say it again. I think Heritage is going to win it all this year. And Mike Davis, again, he's going to love that. Emma Rose, I know you're back there nodding your head because he's ready for it. Mac Howard just too good, too consistent. I'm expecting big things from the Patriots this year.
Oh, yeah.
And it all started week 1 with that big win against Jackson Prep.
Sure did.
Got some bucket helmets going.
Oh, yeah. Very successful week 1 of EndZone, I would say. I need to hold this up here like this just so I can see
I know, right?
Because if I did not, I would not be able to see. But, hey, a lot of great wins for a lot of great teams tonight. And that's all we have for you. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.
WCBI Sports EndZone Show with John Sokoloff, Courtney Robb, and Chris Bolton is brought to you by Wade Incorporated, Clark Beverage Group, Carl Hogan Toyota, East Mississippi Community College, and OCH Regional Medical Center.